I've noticed a trend, a word that's being thrown around a lot with socialism and communism, and I don't quite get it, and maybe you can help me understand it better. But the term for the philosophy or the group of people, or I guess the philosophy, called progressivism, progressives. Now, from what I understand, progress is a good thing. Am I wrong? Like, we should always strive to improve and get better and make quality of life better and technology better. Let me read you just real quickly what the definition of progressivism is. Progressivism is a broad political philosophy based on the idea of progress, which asserts that advances in science, technology, economic development, and social organization can improve the human condition. Now, I can understand hearing the word social organization and feeling intimidated if you're against socialism, but I don't think that's what they're referring to here. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, I don't understand why that's a negative thing to be progressive. Like, to want progress. To be a progressive. Like, what is wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that I don't know about? Because, I mean, we as a country, or humans as a species, have always progressed. We've always advanced ourselves. We've never, like, stunted our growth intentionally, I don't think. I mean, maybe when it comes to religion a little bit. But beyond that, like, progress, like, we wouldn't have what we have today, the ease of communication, you know, forms of travel that we have. Like, progress is always a good thing, in my opinion. Like, I don't think you should ever get to a point where you're like, we've made it far enough. Let's call it a day and let's just live out the rest of eternity like this. Like, progressivism is, in my opinion, one of the best things, one of the best philosophies as far as it goes with technology or government or social groups or whatever like that. I think progress is a good thing. Am I wrong? Is there something I'm missing? Is there, I mean, of course I heard this coming from a a conservative radio station, and I just don't understand. Like, I can understand conservative individuals being against certain things because of their own personal beliefs or whatever. Like I said, I still don't think that religion should have an effect on the way you vote. I mean, that's hard to say, because, I mean, I understand it. Like, if you're a Christian person who believes a certain way, of course you want everybody to believe your way, but they don't have to, and you shouldn't force them to, like, because of our freedom of religion and being able to choose what religions we do or do not believe in. But as far as progress goes, why wouldn't you want progress? Why is that a bad thing? Like, let's take a look at this, technology progression, economic development, you know, that seems like something we need to work on. And it's kind of reflects back on what I was talking about last night with the credit cards and student loans. Like, progression is important for those things as well. Progression is important for banking. Progression is important to taking a step forward and correcting the mistakes that we made in the previous generation. I've got 3 kids. One of them is, you know, going into her junior year in high school soon. And I don't want her to come out of high school or college into a world that it is today. I am not an Obamanite. I mean, there's a lot of things about him I like. I really do. I am more Democratic. I am more liberal than conservative, than Republican. I mean, I'm definitely not. You know this about me if you've watched any of these videos. But progress should be the focus for both sides of the argument. Like, there should be no reason why conservatives or liberals should ever try to hinder progress. I mean, we've seen that happen with Obamacare. And mind you, like I said, Obamacare is not perfect, but he's the first person to get something done, to get something moving. Like, Kennedy had some great ideas, you know, Senator Kennedy. And mass health is phenomenal. I love mass health. Like, people complain about that. Come to Virginia. Like, I don't get any health care here. Like, if I go to the hospital, I'm pretty much screwed. Like, because I'm not going to be able to afford, and there's no coverage for me, because they won't extend the Medicare benefits here for people who don't make enough money to afford Obamacare. And I can't. Like, I've looked at how much I would have to pay a month bare minimum, and they're out of their minds if they think I can afford that. And I know this is a good place for people who are against it to turn it on me and say, hey, I still think it's a good idea. I still think we need to move forward. We need to progress. We need to find a better way. And right now, it is working. It's working better than it ever has since it was implemented. All things start on rocky ground. Nothing starts out perfect, you know what I mean? And I'm not promoting it at all. I'm still on the fence about it, I'm not fully for it, but I am glad that something happened. And the fact that they keep trying to block it and what's the term? Basically roll it back. It's not helping. Come up with some better ideas. Come up with some stuff that we can implement into it to help people across the board. I think if you're paying a taxpayer, one of the things that should be your right is healthcare. I don't think that should be something that isn't a right for a citizen of a country. If you're...
I'm done.
You're all done? The boys were eating mac and cheese, so I'm going to go cook my lunch now. They're done. And, this is just my feelings on it. The whole, I can't see where progressivism is a negative thing ever. Chime in on this. If there's something I'm missing that I don't know about, because I've heard this term over the last, year or so being thrown around. It's the first time I've ever actually kind of looked into it. So, I'll be back tonight after I put the boys down, and we'll do some more talking. I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. I've got nothing, lined up yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something before then. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to make a few people smile today, and I will see you tonight on episode 47 of The Road to 40.